no. So in everyday interactions in life, we are training people on how they think of us. Now, what does that mean? When we walk into a room, people look at us and they are making judgments. Good, bad, whatever it is, this is a natural part of human interactions, and we do it ourselves. We decide who somebody is, what they're about, whether we like them, whether we don't like them, what kind of person they are.
Hello and welcome to Journey to Lasting Love, the podcast. I am your host, Tina Shayani, and the head coach at T-Shay Coaching. If you are looking to attract a loving partner to build a relationship with that gets better with time, if you are looking to deepen your current relationship, or you just want to live a happier life, you are in the right place. Every week, we will discuss a new topic that will bring you understanding, clarity, and the tools to become the best version of yourself, the happiest version of yourself.
Hello, and welcome to this week's live show here in Journey to Lasting Love. So let's jump right into this week's topic. This week's topic is how to make other people think that we are awesome. And I know what you're going to say. Tina, you always tell us that we can't change other people. What other people think is up to them and not up to us. So I'm going to go away from that a little bit today. Yes, what other people think is outside of our control. Yes, but also no. So in everyday interactions in life, we are training people on how they think of us. Now, what does that mean? When we walk into a room, people look at us and they are making judgments. Good, bad, whatever it is, this is a natural part of human interactions, and we do it ourselves. We decide who somebody is, what they're about, whether we like them, whether we don't like them, what kind of person they are, and we create categories for ourselves on who this person is that is across from us, next to us, whatever. So we have the power to train people on how they think of us. And we are doing it right now. Every human being is doing it right now, but most people are not doing it on purpose. They are not doing it consciously. It's just something that happens. So, what are the ways that we can train people on how they think about us, how they feel about us, and also, very importantly, on how they treat us? So, one first thing, which is the most basic, and this judgment happens within the first 3 seconds of when we meet someone, they assess our external look and our confidence level. So this is something that we have a lot of control over. Now, we were born looking a certain way, but we can put ourselves together, make the most out of the package that we have available to us, our physical body. Like today, when I know that I'm going to be on camera talking to you guys, which this is something that I do every day, but not everyone does it every day. I did my hair, I put on my makeup, I put what I consider to be a nice shirt, because when I show up and I look nice, that gives me a certain authority, and that makes you have a certain judgment of me in a positive way, I hope. But if I were to show up with my hair in like my shower cap way and no makeup, and I look drained and I look miserable, are you going to want to listen to me? Are you going to want to take advice from me? I want to say absolutely not. So when we are going out into the world, one way that we tell people who we are and how we need to be treated is by putting our external package together. So it sounds shallow, but it's really not shallow. I'm not telling you that you have to go and buy designer clothes and be whatever. Be yourself, but be the very best version of yourself. When we show people that we care enough about ourselves to take care of ourselves, at some point it's a matter of hygiene. What are you putting out into the world? What is your body language like? What do you think of someone who has their head down and they're slumped over? So we are making judgments all the time. So take a look at the judgments that you are making. You feel are special, confident, wonderful, awesome, powerful. What is their demeanor like? What is their body language? How are they sitting? How are they standing? And who is it that you want to be? What is it that you want to show? So be aware of your external package. Be aware of your body language. What is the message that you are giving to the world with your outside? So that is kind of an easy one, but it's only easy if we're paying attention, if we are aware. So really be aware of that. When you are going somewhere, and I don't care where it is, whether it's the supermarket, the gym, work, whatever it is, take a few minutes. It doesn't have to be like a 7 hour process. Take a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes, whatever it is that you need, and make it into part of your ritual to put together your external package. Because whatever your job is or whatever you're doing, people are looking at you and they are making judgments. And every time you interact with other people, you have the opportunity to train them on what they think of you. So now, where this came from is my graduates was in a scenario that she before would have been extremely uncomfortable. She was invited to some fancy bar restaurant and she was wearing very casual clothes, white t-shirt, basic pants, sneakers. And she went into this fancy place that all the other women were dressed to the nines. Those her words, not mine. And she said that I walked in a year ago, I never would have gone there. I would have run away and hid it. She said, but I walked in and I felt that I belonged there and I acted as if I belonged there, even though I wasn't as fancy as everyone else, but I had a certain level of confidence because we had talked about this training. And she said, you know what? Everyone was attracted to me. Everyone, men and women alike, wanted to talk to her and be around her. The other part is that she had a positive attitude. When you have a smile on your face, people want to be around you. Only grumpy people want to be around other grumpy people. And we don't want to attract those people. We want to be happy and we want to be able to attract happy, healthy people into our orbit. That's who we want to have relationships with, be they romantic, friendships. You know, they say that we are the sum total of the 5 people that we surround ourselves with. So, who are you surrounding yourself with? Because we are going to be like them. So, this whole thing, as simple as it is, it leads to a whole life audit. How do you want to be? Who do you want to show up as? Would you want to date you, the version that you are today? Or is that, I mean, there's always room for improvement, but how attractive can we make ourselves? How attractive can we make ourselves physically? Let's talk physically first. So, our physical attraction is what our external package looks like. Take a few minutes and make the most out of your external package. And then the next is your body language and your demeanor. Stand up straight. Be aware of what you're doing. Put that smile on your face. And at the beginning, it's going to feel false. And someone told me, but that feels kind of dishonest. And it may be that way. I don't feel that it's dishonest, but you may feel like you're faking it at the beginning. But the more you do it, the more natural it becomes and the more real it becomes. So it is important to not give up because you feel funny, because this is the message that you are putting into the universe. Now, the next big thing that we do to train other people on how they are going to perceive us is with the words that we speak about our lives, about ourselves, and about other people. So let's bring awareness to what we're saying. Are you talking to people about nobody is perfect. Not one single human being on this earth is perfect. Let's get that out of the way. And I want to tell you that you are no better and no worse than anybody else. It's a matter of what you think of you and what you tell people about yourself. Because when you tell people something negative or positive about yourself, they are going to believe you. We naturally believe what people tell us, even if on some level we know it's not true. We believe them. So when you're talking about yourself, use kind words, put a positive spin on yourself, talk about what's great about you instead of what's not great about you. Both things exist. So it is honest. It's not that you're being dishonest or unauthentic or even arrogant. Put your focus on what's good and take the time to really think about what makes me special. What makes me who I am? What are the positive things about me? And when you have them, when we think about that, one, we start to feel good. And then when we go out into the world and we feel good, we have an easier time smiling and having a good attitude. And then we attract people that are attracted to happiness and joy and love instead of the alternative. So, what is it that you're saying about yourself? I know for myself, I was kind of poking fun of myself, and I was saying negative things about myself and my kids and whatever because I thought it was funny. And it was funny, but at the expense of putting myself down. So even as a joke, don't do it. Don't put yourself down. Train other people to think that you are wonderful. And isn't that what we want? Isn't that a good thing? But it's all a matter of whether we do it by accident, because we are already doing it. We are all already doing this every day, all day. But for the most part, we are doing it by accident. So now that we know that this is happening, we have, ready for my favorite word, the opportunity to do it differently, to do it on purpose. Who do we want this person to see us as? Who do we want to be in the universe? Who is it that I want? What is it that I want to put out there? And I'm not talking about being a phony or being arrogant. There's so much goodness inside of you. And I want you to take your focus from what's missing, from what's imperfect, and put it on the positive things, the good things about you. Are you good at your job? Are you a good friend? Are you kind? Are you charitable? Whatever it is, the list is infinite and it's different for every single person. So when you are interacting in the world, portray yourself as the good parts of yourself instead of putting your focus on what's missing, what's lacking. And then people are going to perceive you so differently. And then you know what happens? How do you treat someone that you think is awesome? How do you treat someone that you have a great deal of respect for? You treat them very differently. You treat them like they are special because you believe them to be special. And then there are the people in our lives that unfortunately we know that we can step on. Is it kind? No. Is it human nature? Yes. Are people doing it on purpose? Usually not. It's just something that goes on in the background of our minds that we're not really aware of. It's just something that happens naturally. So we tend to step on people that we don't have a high level of respect for. The people that we respect, we treat better. And here is another opportunity that we can train people on how they treat us. We don't have to be mean. We don't have to yell. We don't have to put other people down, but we can demand to be respected. We can say, I don't appreciate being treated this way.
Hey, I just have to pause for a second because if you're here, I know you're serious about making a change, and I want to help you do exactly that. I offer one-to-one coaching designed to give you the clarity, strategy, and confidence to take action and see real results. No more second guessing, no more feeling stuck. It's time to move forward with a plan that actually works and works quickly. And if you're looking for daily insights, live sessions, and exclusive content to keep you motivated, make sure you connect with me on Instagram and YouTube. Join my Facebook group, Journey to Lasting Love. But here's the thing, spots for my coaching fill up really fast and they're very limited in number because I work closely with my clients and get real results fast. So if you're ready to take the next step, don't wait. Head over to my website, tshaycoaching.com, and book an exploratory session for today. Let's see if this is the right fit for you. All right, let's jump back in.
Or if we say nothing and we take it, then what we are effectively communicating is that it's okay with me for you to step on me. I'm not going to go away. And I read in so many Facebook groups that people are not just mean, not just disrespectful, but abusive. But the other person stays and takes it anyway. So why would that partner stop being disrespectful? Stop treating them badly because they're going to take whatever abuse is dished out. So they have no incentive to treat that person better because they can dump on them. Whatever they do, anything goes. Now, I don't want to be with someone who lets me step on them. I lose respect for that person. I think less of them, and I don't want to necessarily be around them. Think about the people that you respect. Think about the people who you would never step on. How are they portraying themselves? So there are lots of people in our lives that show us mirrors and examples of what we want to be. And there are equal, if not more people that show us how we don't want to be. So then we have the opportunity to say, I don't want to be this way. And then we tailor our own thoughts, words, and actions to be the opposite of those people. And sometimes those are the best teachers that we could ever ask for. So think about it. I know that on the surface, you're like, really, Tina, first you told me that we shouldn't care what other people think of us. And if you are being the best version of yourself, there are still going to be people that don't like you. And that's perfectly okay. That's up to them. But for the most part, when we tell someone something about ourselves, people are going to believe us. So if I tell you that I'm wonderful and amazing and all of these things, you're going to believe me. But if I tell you the opposite, if I tell you about every insecurity that I have, then you're going to believe those things about me. You're effectively, with your words, communicating what you want people to think of you in every single situation. So I want you to be aware of this. And what does it take? Just really your awareness, just your thoughts, just your attention, just keeping an eye on yourself, which isn't always easy, but it's worth making the effort. It's worth making the effort because what happens? Then you start to view yourself in a better light. And whatever you think of yourself is sent out into the world. And whether you know it or the other person knows it or not, people pick up on that. Confidence, not arrogance, two very different things, is visible. People can feel it, they can see it, and they may not be making the connections and saying, oh, this person is confident, but they will treat you differently. And I want to say that even more important than that, when you start to think about yourself and talk about yourself in a more positive light, not only are you training other people on how they view you, you are training yourself on how you view yourself. And that is the most powerful thing. Because if we think positively of ourselves, we feel good. And isn't that the goal of all of these things that we talk about? To feel good. So if you can consciously and on purpose stop putting your focus on what's missing, stop putting your focus on what's not great about you will start to automatically, over time, it's not an instant thing. It's something that you have to really commit yourself to doing, because we are in the habit of thinking of ourselves and talking about ourselves in a certain way. And we have spent a lifetime building that. So if we're going to create change, very often it's 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. And that's okay, because it's normal. Still, at the end, we are 1 step forward, and we keep trying and we keep trying and we keep trying. And after a period of time, all of a sudden, just like my client in the nice restaurant, all of a sudden we're going to realize that, wow, I am a different person than from what I was. I am a better person than the person that I was before. And that is the goal of all the work that we do. And this is how we prepare ourselves for a loving, respectful, and happy relationship.
Thank you so much for being here. If this resonates with you, don't let the journey stop here. Let's keep the conversation going. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube. Join my Facebook group, Journey to Lasting Love, for daily insights, live discussions, and exclusive content designed to help you grow and thrive. But if you're truly ready to create real change in your life, nothing beats personalized support. My one-to-one coaching is designed to help you break through barriers, gain clarity, take action with confidence. Imagine where you could be in just a few weeks from now. Spots are extremely limited, so don't wait. Head over to my website, tshaycoaching.com, and schedule an exploratory session, and let's see if this is the right fit for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an update. I can't wait to connect with you. See you soon.